Pressure is growing on motorists to ditch their petrol and diesel-powered vehicles and switch to pure electric cars, but which are the best electric cars available to buy now on the car market? Here we reveal our top 5 picks of the current EV option. The number of electric car sales remains relatively small compared to the fossil-fueled alternatives, but things are changing. The selection of new electric cars facing consumers is growing fast and will continue to do so as more and more manufacturers get on board with the technology, delivering models with longer ranges, faster charging times and lower prices. At the same time, the electric car charging infrastructure is improving, making electric cars more viable for more people. The wider availability of fast and rapid chargers at homes and workplaces, as well as in public spaces, means the number of people who could swap into a BEV battery electric vehicle and enjoy its lower running costs with relatively little inconvenience, is growing along with the range of models. Even if you can't manage with a pure EV, today's plug-in hybrids offer a good halfway house. Although an electric car still isn't for everyone, there is a greater selection than ever before. Small cars like the Renault Zoe, Nissan Leaf and BMW i3 have been joined by the Tesla Model S executive saloon and electric SUVs of various sizes. At one end of the scale is the compact Hyundai Kona EV, and at the other you have the likes of Jaguar's I-Pace, Audi's e-Tron and the Tesla Model 3. Number 5 is Nissan Leaf. The second-generation Nissan Leaf aims to take electric cars into the mainstream, with a claimed range of 217 miles on a full charge. While achieving that figure under normal driving conditions may be optimistic, you should still be able to easily cover 150 miles even with some motorway driving without worrying about the battery going flat. As the original Leaf was an electric pioneer, it's no surprise that Nissan has developed its chassis and running gear for the Mk2 version, rather than opt for a clean sheet design. The big changes lie within the electric drive system, though. There's a new electric motor that produces 148 bhp and 320 Nm of torque, while the 40 kWh lithium-ion battery pack has improved energy density so it can store 67% more power, even though the pack is the same size as the old models. This is mounted low in the Leaf's platform under the passenger compartment, with the electric motor and single-speed gearbox up front. As expected, the new Leaf delivers the kind of instant acceleration for which electric cars are now famous. Nissan quotes a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 7.9 seconds and, while that's slower than some of its rivals, the car still feels sprightly enough away from the lights. Overall, the Leaf driving experience is relaxing rather than exciting. A low drag coefficient means there's not much wind noise, while road noise is well suppressed, even at higher speeds. Mounting the battery low down makes the Leaf stable in corners, while a suite of electronics from the Qashqai helps it handle tidily. On number 4 is Hyundai Kona. Hyundai is pushing forward on multiple fronts in the development of alternative fuel vehicles. The Ioniq hatchback comes in petrol-electric hybrid, plug-in and full EV guises, while Hyundai's fuel cell technology is pushing on with hydrogen power, too. But the latest addition to the range, the Kona Electric, stands out and promises to be a game-changer for electric car tech. For starters, the Kona Electric is offered with 39 kWh or 64 kWh battery packs, so there's a realistic range of 300 miles on the larger version, meaning even more people can take advantage of its electric drive. Add in funky crossover looks, a practical 5-door body and plenty of kit, and the Kona could be a game-changer for the EV class, let alone Hyundai's own ambitions. In our list, number 3 is Jaguar I-Pace. With a string of great new models introduced in the past few years, Jaguar is on a roll. But the I-Pace marks a new direction for the company, and it means it now has a premium electric SUV on its books that has not only beaten its German rivals to market, but has the measure of electric pioneer Tesla, too. It's based on an all-new bespoke electric car platform that places the batteries low in the chassis and adds electric motors front and rear for four-wheel drive. This means excellent grip and traction, and far better handling than a Tesla Model X. Those motors produce 395 bhp, so while the I-Pace doesn't have the searing acceleration of the fastest Teslas, a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 4.2 seconds is still more than fast enough by anybody's standard. More importantly, Jaguar claims a range of almost 300 miles, so you should easily be able to cover 150 miles before any serious charging will need to be done. Unfortunately, a flat battery will take 12 hours to recharge on a standard mains plug, but fast charge options are available that can drastically reduce these charge times. On number 2 is Kia e-Niro. The pace of electric car development is relentless at the moment, but the Kia e-Niro has arrived on the scene and taken a lead at the affordable end of the market. Using the same electric powertrain as the Hyundai Kona Electric, it's a compact crossover with a 282-mile official range and a spacious interior. The e-Niro looks similar to other Kia Niro models. There are also hybrid and plug-in hybrid options in the range, but there's the telltale blanked-off grille to underline the fact that no internal combustion engine is present. The interior is much the same as any other Niro, functional but not too exciting to look at, with a slick infotainment system and space for 5 passengers. What does change is the standard gear selector. It's swapped for with a rotary dial, and that creates a little extra storage space. The 451-liter boot is very generous, and there's a compartment under the floor for the charging cables. The e-Niro has a 201 bhp motor driving the front wheels, with power supplied from the 64 kWh battery pack. The system is shared with the Kona Electric, and it lifts e-Niro's performance well beyond that of the hybrid and plug-in Niros. It's much more sprightly than any family car this side of a hot hatch, especially in town. Paddles behind the wheel control the strength of the brake energy regeneration system, but it's not quite strong enough to let you drive on one pedal like in a Nissan Leaf. Plug the e-Niro into a 100 kilowatts fast charger, and 54 minutes later you'll have topped up the batteries from 0 to 80%. That's quick, and the 282-mile maximum range means you won't even be doing it very often. And final pick in our list is Tesla Model 3. The Tesla Model 3 is the 4th car from the US electric car pioneer, and arguably the most important. 5 years ago Elon Musk exclusively revealed the Model 3 name to Auto Express, and it's been eagerly anticipated since. That's understandable too, as Tesla promised an affordable EV with a range of over 300 miles, but with practical qualities to make it a front-runner in not only the electric car segment but also against the likes of the BMW 3 Series and Mercedes C-Class in the compact executive car class. After testing the Tesla Model 3, we were impressed by its versatility, levels of equipment and performance. In fact, the Model 3 has the best acceleration in its class, with a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 3.2 seconds. This is down to the 75 kWh battery, which can also give you a range of up to 329 miles in the performance version. Thanks to Tesla's unique battery technology, its cars offer the best range of any EV on sale. The Model 3 is heavier than the traditional rivals like the 3 Series and C-Class, so its handling suffers as a result. However, it does stay flat in the bends thanks to a low center of gravity. If you can make use of Tesla's supercharger network, it'll be very cheap to charge quickly. Add in Tesla's latest autopilot automated driving technology and free software updates for the life of the vehicle, and the Model 3 is a tempting ownership proposition. The Model 3 is one of the very best EVs you can buy, and our 2019 car of the year.